This is Dean Kirk about to drop another dope dance track on you at number 7 on my fancy playlist, May the 8th, 2022. Acraze, we're doing a song by Cherish, a dance record, Do It To You, Do It To It, at number 7, down from number 2 on this fancy playlist. Now, you're probably thinking, this record, this Do It To It by Acraze, this is not a buzzworthy record, Dean. I'm in Amsterdam, I'm in New York City, I'm in London, I'm in Toronto, I'm in Atlanta. I'm hearing this song all in the nightclubs, and I've even heard it a little bit on the radio. It's not a buzzworthy record. You're trying to buzz this up because you're partial, you're too biased for dance music. And you're absolutely right about that. I am biased for dance music. That's why I'm buzzing this thing up. And indeed, it went to number 9 in England, jumped from number 43 to number 9 on the British singles chart, and only got as high as number 65 though here in the States. Although it did do well in one of the dance charts, a couple of dance charts. And I watched these dance charts on YouTube, and this song it's been a fixture in the top 10 for weeks, and it is true. It is a hit, but it is still a buzz-worthy record because it has not crossed over on the pop charts. I want to see this on pop radio, not just on dance radio, not just in clubbing, or not just a song to work out to, although it is a great working out record. I read a YouTube comment where someone mentioned that he worked out, or he or she, I can't remember the gender of the person, but worked out on the elliptical listening to this record. Oh, it's a wonderful workout song, but it is a radio-friendly record as well. That's why I want to buzz this record up for the pop charts. Be put out. Did I say pop tarts? I could use one of those right now. Get a sugar high. Meant the pop charts. Here's the deal about Acraze. He's from Orlando. He's a DJ in Orlando. Well, first off, let's talk about the original version, the Cherish version. 4 or 5 woman group. Cherish. They did the song "Do It To It." It's a good R&B record. Still a banging R&B record. Started out back in 2006. Went to number 12 on Billboard's Hot 100. 74 beats per minute. The song was originally 74 beats per minute. And the chord progression of this record, the original, this is for you, technically your music people who like to learn how to, maybe want to learn how to play this on a piano or a guitar or something. The chord progression of this song, G, C minor, and G. Acraze, he sped this record up to 128 beats per minute. So this is an R&B and a club banging record all wrapped up in one, like a Christmas present. Nothing like Christmas in June. And this is what's today's date? June the 28th, I believe, or June 27th. Acraze, he got the idea of doing this record. He was on Instagram. He was laying in bed looking at his Instagram, and he came across a friend of his. She stood in front of her new car, extolling the virtues of her new car. Talking about her new car. And "Do It To It" by Cherish was playing in the background. It was the backing track. And Acraze probably didn't pay too much attention to the song at first, but then his phone started to glitch. It was glitching. The song began to skip. And suddenly he heard something in that track, that "Do It To It" by Cherish. The way the song sounded when it skipped, it sounded absolutely sick to him. He had this aha moment. Man, I gotta get to my computer. He got to his computer. He pitched down something. Yeah, he pitched down the vocals. No, he pitched down the vocals. He added some drums. He added some thicker drum beats to the record. He got a rough edit done of this record about an hour later, and it was released in August of last year. It garnered August of last year, 74 million streams it garnered. And he played this record at the 2021 New Year's Eve show. But not only that, some of the other DJs there, they were asked to play the "Do It To It" remix as well, including Chris Lake and some of the legends like Martin Garrix and DJ Snake. They were asked to drop the mix of the record to play this record at this New Year's Eve show. And so let me gather my thoughts. His high school friend, he had a high school friend who was his manager. He got a record deal. He helped Acraze get a record deal. It was with Thrive Music / Virgin. It was a 3-record deal. And Thrive Music, they cleared. They got permission to use the sample to the record. And, well, it only got as high as number 65 on Billboard's Hot 100. And I think it just barely nudged the regular top 40, the pop charts here in the States. It needs to do more than just nudge the top 40. It needs to fly. This record is percolating with a throbbing bass line. You got the syndicated beat. Basically, it's frothing with hooks, including the chants. And some of those chants, some of the vocals in the record decay into echoes, which add to a sort of an ethereal quality to this dance track. It is a solid dance track. A radio, it is a workout record. It is a clubbing record. It is a radio-friendly record as well. And the formats for this record is obvious. BPM, EDM, electronic dance music, and pop radio. It's one of the catchiest records ever, and this thing needs to be in the top 10 on the pop charts. Big time. Oh, I forgot something. I got to share with you this. The Cherish version of Do It To It, had to dig into the archives again, the old catalog, getting into the archives. Fancy playlist of September the 10th, 2006. Peaked it at number 4, the original version by Cherish. How about that, folks? Got Sunblock. I reckon that's from BBC. That was a BPM that BBC Radio 1 was playing on their countdown at the time. If you look closely at this, you see some of that BBC Radio 1's influence on there, like with Rube Trader at number 5. But Hinder, List of an Angel, that was a big hit here. Hit here. And Jessica Simpson with Public Affair, one of her best records at number 2 on this fancy playlist. Well, Cherish up here at number 4. Went to number 12 on Billboard's Hot 100, which I'm sure I've already mentioned to you. But but showed a little bit more love. It's at number 4 on this fancy playlist. Check out Snow Patrol at number 6. Boy, I just love to share these old fancy playlists with you. A little bit of history there. Now, Acraze, Cherish, Do It To It. I believe I peeked it out at number 2 on this fancy playlist, on a current fancy playlist a few weeks ago. I'm going to look over my notes real quick. Bear with me. I'm just to see if I missed anything, because sometimes I miss things and then I'm like, oh gosh, why didn't I include that in the video? But I believe I covered all of it. Number 7 on my fancy playlist of May the 8th, 2022. And one of many BPMs that's coming up on this countdown as we nudge closer and closer to number 1. Acraze / Cherish with Do It To It. At number 7, down from number 2 on this fancy playlist. Dean Kirk signing off. Take care.